Bookmas, day 12. Let's do a 10 book haul. It's heavy world building. Amazing. That sounds good. Hello my friends, welcome to Bookmas Day 12. Today's Bookmas video is in place of my typical Friday book chat, so we're going to be doing one of my favorite book chat videos that I typically do most months, and that is a big book haul. So let's talk about all the books I've gotten in the last month or so. Alright, in the last month I have acquired 10 brand new books, new to me at least, so let's go through them, let's talk about them, and I want to hear if you've read any of these, so let's do a 10 book haul. Oh, they're right there. You can't see that. I'm literally going like this. You can't even see them. So, first book is Brimstone by Callie Hart. So, this is a book that I've been anticipating coming out for a while now, and it is book number 2 to Quicksilver. This is a romantasy series, and the books are very, very thick, 600 plus pages. It follows our female main character. She is a human. It also follows our male main character. He is a fae, but in this world there's other types of supernatural creatures as well. There are vampires, there are zombie-like beings, and there's a lot more to it. So this is a very fun adventure series. It's a fun romantasy series. It's kind of dark, it's heavy world building. It's very, very dense. This is book 2, which I picked up because it just came out in November, so I picked it up as soon as it came out because I really, really enjoyed book 1, and I've already started reading this one. I'm about halfway through, but it is so dense, and it is Christmas time, so we set her aside for some Christmas books. But Brimstone is the first book for this book haul, and yeah, it's a really, really good one, and I'm loving it so far. It's just very, very dense, but if you like romantasy, if you like vampires and fae and all that kind of stuff, definitely give the Quicksilver series. What is the series actually called? Give it a read. Next 3 books I'm going to show you are going to be my December book of the months. I pay extra to get add-ons. You get 1 book a month each month with this subscription, but I paid extra to get 2 add-ons this month. If you are interested in book of the month, my code is linked below. I am not like an affiliate or anything. I'm a paying customer, so I just give every single paying customer a code. But if you use it, you get money off and I get a free book. And for December only, the first person that uses it, I get 2 free books. So if one of you use it, I get 2 free books. That would be amazing. So literally, if you're thinking about it, please use my code, try out book of the month, get me 2 free books, get you a discount, and it's a huge win-win, and then we can chat about the books together. So just think about it, because I would love free books. I would love free books. But anyways, into the haul is We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark, I believe is how you pronounce it. This one has beautiful edges. They are like roses, and it's a very, very beautiful book. It has, there's a bookmark inside, but it has this beautiful map inside of it. This again is, I believe it's a fantasy novel. I believe it's a romantasy. I've never read anything from this author, but the snippet, it says that she's a best-selling author, so it's good news, right? It says, the first installment, okay, so it's going to be a series, in a new series set in an ancient Roman world ruled by merciless vampires. So what I know, or what I remember about this book, from when I read the little synopsis to get it for my book of the month, it is our female main character has to enter a Roman-like gladiator situation in order to basically save her brother, survive the arena, and complete her mission. She must get to the bottom of a conspiracy that will change everything she thought she knew about herself. And apparently she gets mixed up with 2 different vampires. So it sounds like it's going to be really fun. It says, bow before the god of ruin. I believe this book comes out on December 30th. Book of the month got early access to it. So yeah, if I read it before then, I will let you guys know how good it is. But otherwise, it comes out December 30th, and it sounds like it's going to be an amazing series. And vampires and gladiator style arena fights, and yeah, sounds amazing. And probably tragic, because aren't they always tragic? The next book I got was The Wicked by Rebecca Johnby. This book, I believe, is a mafia romance. It says he's the king of mafia. Oh, okay, so it says he's the king of mafia kings. That confused me for a second. It literally says he's the king of mafia kings. So, okay, that sounds good. So our female main character, she is the head of a gang of thieves, and she somehow gets mixed up with the mafia, and she ends up needing the help of our male main character, the Wicked, pull off the biggest heist they've ever dreamed. And I believe, I'm sure, romance occurs, because we all know it's gonna occur, right? So yeah, that sounds really, really good. But the female main character leading like a band of thieves sounds amazing. I love strong female main characters. It makes me want to go out and like conquer the world. So love that. And then him being a mafia king of kings, like, all right, girl, can't wait to read that one. That one I feel like it's gonna be so like just so fun. And then I got The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle. This is part of the city of Fantôme. Could not tell you how to pronounce that, but part of the City of Fantôme series. And this is book number 2. Number 1 is The Dagger and the Flame. I have not read it yet, but number 1 is The Dagger and the Flame. This is number 2, The Rebel and the Rose. It just came out beginning of December, so I picked it up. I don't want to tell you too much about this because I have not read number 1, obviously, so I have not read number 2. But let me grab number 1 real quick, okay? Un momento. It's not part of the haul. I've had this book since it came out, but this one is number 1 to this. And it says, in a deadly game of revenge, the most dangerous mistake of all is falling in love. Here we go. In the dark underbelly of a beautiful city, 2 rival gang members are pitted against each other in a deadly game of duty and revenge in which the most dangerous mistake is falling in love. So that sounds like they're rival gang members and enemies to lover fall in love. Not really sure what's going to happen, but apparently enough for book number 2 to have to come out. So that was the 4th book I got in like my November-December transitional haul. And yeah, I'm really excited to read that series. There's so many good series that I'm going to get into in 2026, so I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Speaking of good series I expect to dig into in 2026, the next book I got was The Wolf King by Lauren Pelferman. This one has some beautiful edges as well. And ooh, the inside's pretty. The cover's pretty. The back's pretty. The front and the back and the side. You guys know this? Anyways. So the Wolf King, this is again Miss Quinn. I'm pretty sure this happens every time I do a haul or a rec video. She plays. Every single time. This again is a romantasy series. This one is between a princess and a werewolf, a powerful alpha. When war erupts between humans and werewolves, the princess finds herself torn between duty and desire. That sounds good. The werewolf alpha, kidnaps a female main character, thinking that she's the key to ending the war. And I'm pretty sure some romance starts occurring, but there's monsters on both sides. And will she ever get home? Does she actually want to get home? I don't know, but it sounds so good. An alpha werewolf and a princess human. I've not read a werewolf romantasy, like true werewolf romantasy series. I don't think. Does Twilight count? It was also vampires, right? I don't think ever. I loved one, the Vampire Diaries. I loved the werewolves in that, but I also loved Teen Wolf. Like when I was a teenager in high school and stuff, I used to watch that, and I loved those series. So I feel like I'm going to love that. Our pile's stacking up. Look at that. She's stacking up. This one doesn't belong though. Okay, next up is a little bit of a different one, and I think it's going to be a really fun one, and that is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. Look at how pretty this cover is. It's gorgeous, right? So this one is, I believe, it's a young adult fantasy novel, I believe. It says, don't chase fate, let chase fate you. Deadly storms have ravaged Mina's homeland for generations. Her people believe the sea god, once their protector, now curses them. Each year, a beautiful maiden is sacrificed to the sea in the hopes of appeasing him. So instead of the girl that's supposed to be sacrificed this year, our female main character sacrifices herself and throws herself into the water. She's swept away to the spirit realm, and she seeks out the sea god only to find him caught in an enchanted sleep. With the help of a mysterious young man and a motley crew of demons and spirits, Mina sets out to wake the sea god and bring an end to the killer storms once and for all. But a human cannot live in the land of spirits. There are those who will do anything to keep the sea god from waking. That sounds so good. I can't don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a standalone. So if this is a fun little standalone fantasy like that, I'm gonna gobble it up. Like, I cannot wait to read this. I cannot wait. Next up, it appears I've got a lot of romanticies the past month, because the next book I got was, well, they were all released, a lot of them. So like, what am I to do if they're released? I gotta buy them. I don't have to buy them. I don't have to get them, but I have to get them. I have to get them. Whoopsies. But anyways, I got The Book of Azrael by Amber B. Nicole. This is Gods and Monsters series, book 1. Look at these edges. Look at these edges. I'm obsessed with these edges. They're so pretty. Look, oh, look at this artwork. That's so pretty. I don't think there's anything. Oh wow, I'm a liar. Could this be any prettier? I really don't think it could. It is a dark romantic fantasy series. It begins with immortal enemies, a monster and a god, form a reluctant alliance to save the realms, but their unlikely bond will echo throughout time. Why am I a hot mess? Anyways, beyond time and space. Beyond time and space. Throughout time and space. A monster and a god. What? What a combination. This is part of a series. This is book 1. Beautiful version just came out. I'm stoked to read it. Stoked. Yeah. The next book I got was What Fury Brings by Trisha Lemonseller. Gorgeous edges. Beautiful artwork on the hardcover. Ooh, and the back. Hello. Trisha Lemonseller, I'm a big fan of her writing. She writes like romantic fantasy novels, sometimes young adult, sometimes adult, and I feel like they move so fast. She keeps them thin. She keeps them kind of fluffy, and the banter is always bantering. I'm always laughing at them. And I feel like they're always kind of like not too dense. They're a good fantasy, and like you get some good information and world building, but it's not too overwhelming. You can read it, and like they're pretty easy to read. And this one sounds so good. I believe it is the start of a series. It just came out a little while ago, like a couple months, and there's a shortage of men in the kingdom. A shortage of men. How unusual is that? I love it. There's a shortage of men in the kingdom of Amara, and our female main character, she's a warrior princess. She's vying for the throne, and she wants to prove her worth by kidnapping a husband, but not just any husband. In order to outmaneuver her treacherous cousin, she needs the best. So she decides that her perfect choice is the second-born prince of their greatest enemy, widely known for both his looks and his sweet, docile temperament. Except heir of the throne is mistaken for the second, and he is accidentally kidnapped and become the husband. Wow. So, mistaken identity, enemies to lovers maybe, kidnapping, men being the like underdogs or men being the minority. That sounds so good. That sounds so fun. I had to get it. I love Trisha Lemonseller, so as soon as I saw it was coming out, it was like on my radar. On sale, I got it. The next book I got was The Sunset Crab by Karen Tamlaby. This book I actually picked up at the dollar store, or the discount store nowadays. It takes place in the 1970s LA. It follows several women, I believe. The first one is Evra. She is the daughter of Oscar-winning director and bombshell actress, and she's the reigning style queen of the city. We also have Theodora. She is a 20-something Paramount assistant, but she wants to be a director, and she will get ahead by any means necessary. And third, we have Bia. She is a photographer, and she has a secret flame for the man who's dating the first woman, it sounds like. But in Hollywood, no one stays on top forever, and it's not long before Theodore's unrelenting ambition sets in motion a dramatic quest for power in an industry that is as glamorous as it is duplicitous. It's a tale of survival and reinvention, of faking it until you make it, and of the glittering appeal of success and stardom as it seeks to answer the timeless question, who gets to have the American dream? I thought it sounded so fun. I thought it sounded so different, and I love stories that follow different female point of views. I love when you get to jump between them, and all sound like different types of women, and 1970s LA sounds like it's going to be such a fascinating like setting. And then the final book I got in the past month-ish was The Distant Dead by Heather Young. This, I believe, is a thriller mystery novel. How do you balance the ledger of your life? So a middle school teacher is found dead, and a student of his is the one who found him. And then it looks like our female main character starts to dig into his murder and try to figure out what happened. She tries to earn the trust of the young boy who found him. They weave together months of their lives, and like you get some stuff about the past and the present, and it looks like it's a unforgettable thriller, brings a small American town to vivid life filled with complex, flawed characters wrestling with the weight of the past, the promise of the future, and the bitter freedom that forgiveness can bring. It sounds like a really fun thriller. I love a good thriller novel. That sounds like a really fun one. So I figured that was the perfect book to pick up. And that was also from the dollar discount store. So why would I say no, right? So in the past month-ish, give or take, I mean, I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I can't even lift them all. What a struggle. In the past month-ish, I have picked up 10 books, and those are all 10 of the books that I picked up. I would love to know if you have read any of them, if you want to read any of them, all of that good stuff. And yeah, let me know also what your current read is and any books on your radar to pick up soon. Yeah, that is my recently received book haul. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a fabulous December and are enjoying Bookmas as much as I am. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Live well, read some books, and go discover, friends. Bye. Bookmas Day 12.